Hey there friends, I'm Melanie and you're watching akaMommy. And today's video is going to be part 2 of a Q&A that I started and posted on my channel just very recently. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the questions today because I want to fit as many of these into this video as I can. Okay, so my good friend Nicole, love me some Nicole, she asked actually 2 questions. The first one was, what luxury item did I give up, physical or personal, when we started our Dave Ramsey journey? And I have to be honest with you guys, probably the first thing that I gave up, but also definitely one of the hardest things that I gave up, was my eyelash extensions. I know that's really silly, but I used to pay $50 to $60 a month in order to have my lashes filled, and I loved having lash extensions. It just made my makeup routine like non-existent. I didn't have to do it at all. I could literally roll out of bed and be done. I don't actually enjoy mascara at all, but $50 to $60 a month is not a ton of money, but it can definitely help. And so I felt like that was one splurge item that I could cut back, especially since I intend to continue getting my hair done, which needs to be done pretty badly right now. But yeah, I had to make some choices as far as what I was willing to give up in order for me to keep a couple of other things, and so that's what I gave up. Her other question was, why do I wear a silicone wedding band? And I actually have a few of these. I have this one that is a slate color, or gray. I have one that is white, and then I have another little set that is a mint color and a very light gray. Okay, so the reason that I wear a silicone wedding band, I do still have my original set that my husband gave me, but I don't wear it on a daily basis because this one is just so much more practical. Like I've mentioned previously, I do work out, I do go to the gym, I do lift weights, and I was noticing when I would go to the gym and lift weights that my wedding band, it was cutting into my hand really badly and it hurt. And so that's what initially made me start to look into a silicone wedding band. But once I purchased one and I was wearing it more often, I realized that it was just phenomenal for everyday life because as a mom, my hands are constantly wet, constantly dirty, constantly messing with raw food, and it's just, being a mom is sometimes kind of gross. And I really want to preserve my wedding set for for my whole life. And so I decided it would be more practical for me to wear something basically disposable, but still cute. And so that's why I wear one now pretty much every day. I will wear my wedding set, for date night, or even sometimes if we're just gonna go to church or something like that, I will pull it out of my jewelry box and wear it then. And this past Christmas, I actually gifted my husband a wedding band that looks just like this, but obviously the men's version, because he has a job that I don't know how to explain it other than it would be really bad if he works with large machinery, and so it would be pretty bad if his ring got caught in a machine and he ended up losing a finger or a hand one day because of it. So yeah, it's just more practical, so that's why I wear my silicone wedding band. Okay, so Jamie Copley wants to know, are you still faithfully using Norwex and essential oils? So the answer is faithfully, no. Most of the time, yes. I do still use quite a bit of my Norwex on a regular basis. I do use Norwex to clean our floors. I also use Norwex when I wipe down our our countertops and stuff. But as I've mentioned in a previous video, and I don't remember which one it was, or I would link it for you guys, my husband is very die-hard. He wants like spray bottle cleaner. And so I do use Norwex, but I do purchase Method cleaners or sometimes Mrs. Meyer cleaners, because when he is going to clean something, he wants to be able to physically spray the cleaner on and clean it that way. And to be honest with you, they're not terrible cleaners. And so it's just not worth the argument. And so I do still purchase those. We do still have them in our house. But I do still use Norwex quite frequently. Now my essential oils, I actually just recently started back into using them a lot more frequently, and it's just, I love essential oils. I love them. I don't know why I ever, you know, got away from using them. Now I'm back to using them on a daily basis for a huge plethora of reasons. But yeah, I don't use a whole lot of, you know, Western medicine. I will take medicine if needed, but I try to use my oils whenever I can. Okay, so this next question is YouTube related, and Stephanie asks, what do you need to get started with YouTube? How much time per week should a newbie plan to spend on it? And should she consider trying a channel? Also, do you ever have awkward moments in real life due to YouTube? And last, okay, so, and the last one is a homeschooling question. So, Stephanie, I actually met through my challenge group that I'm in on my fitness journey. So, I do know Stephanie. And she wants to know, what do you need to get started with YouTube? To be honest with you, you need a camera and a computer. And that's about it. Whatever computer you have will come with, if I'm pretty sure all laptops come with a movie editing or a video editing software preloaded. Before I had my MacBook, I had just a regular Windows PC, and it came with Windows Movie Maker, and that's what I used to make my videos for easily the first year that I had my channel. And then I upgraded to my MacBook Pro, and it came with iMovie, so that's what I currently use. But as long as you have a camera of some sort, and for the longest time, I used the camera on my phone. I didn't even have a nice camera for a really long time. I didn't want to invest a lot of money into equipment if I didn't really, if I wasn't sure if my channel was going to be successful. So that's all you need to get started. You need that, and you need to have a message that you want to share with people. And if you feel like you have that, then absolutely you should start a channel, because I feel like there need to be more positive voices on YouTube and on social media as a whole. And anyone who feels like they have a positive message to share, yeah, absolutely. YouTube is a lot of work, and you have to have a lot of patience in the beginning, because your channel is not most likely, occasionally you'll see a channel that just like takes off right out of the gate, but it's pretty rare. There are a lot more people who start a channel and then give up because they aren't seeing the growth that they had hoped to see. But I would say if you are persistent, and if you have the patience to stick with it, and if you're consistent with posting videos, your channel will grow. And so, like I said, it's not easy, and it takes a really long time to grow your channel to a decent number. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't do it if it weren't fun, you guys. Like, I genuinely enjoy sharing with you. I genuinely enjoy, like, the feedback from you guys and interacting with you. I feel like, why would I not do this? Because it's so much fun. So, how much time a week should you plan to spend on it? I would say for every hour that I spend filming, I probably spend 2 hours editing. So if 2 to 3 hours editing. So if I sit down on a given day of the week and I film for an hour, you can, and you know, in that time I'm going to be filming multiple videos, then you can estimate that you're going to spend at least 2 to 3 hours editing videos and then just uploading. So the more into your channel you get, the more time it will take, because you will want to get better at editing. You will want your videos to evolve as your channel grows, and you will probably want to spend more time actually putting videos together and in the filming process. But in the beginning, it really doesn't take a whole lot of time. I mean, if you have a nap time, you know, for your kids, then you can film and edit and you'll have a video. So, you know, like I said, when you're a little bitty channel, it's not a whole lot of work, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. And the more your channel grows, the more time and effort goes into it. And, you know, YouTubers get paid. We get paid for our videos. We get paid to share sponsored videos, and that's because it does require time and effort and energy and imagination and all of those things, and so you deserve to get paid for your time. So let's see. Do you ever have awkward moments in real life due to YouTube? I don't know if it's really awkward. My mom is probably the only person that I've come across that really she does not want to be on camera. She's been on my channel a couple of times, but not very frequently. And that's not really awkward. I would say the most awkward part for me even still is filming in public, because it's kind of odd to walk around, especially if you're using your phone and you're basically doing this and you're talking to your phone. People do look at you a little bit strange. But at this point, my channel has become enough of, you know, I've invested enough in my channel that I don't really care if people look at me weird. If someone says, hey, what in the world are you doing? I'll just tell them, hey, I'm a content creator on YouTube and I make videos and that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? So that would probably be the most awkward part, in my opinion, is just putting yourself out there and being that weirdo that's sitting and talking to their camera or to their phone. That's a little bit awkward, but you know, you kind of get used to that. And if you really can't get past that, then, you know, YouTube may not be your thing, but it's definitely worth a try. And let's see, last, not YouTube related, has your family supported homeschooling through the years? Yes. In the beginning, when I initially told my parents that I was going to homeschool my kids, they weren't resistant to the idea. They just didn't really understand why I wanted to do it, I think. But they were definitely supportive. I was not homeschooled. I was a public school kid. And so I don't know that my mom really understood. My dad is kind of just real chill. I don't know that she understood why I was making the decision, but she supported the decision. And since that time, they have definitely come to understand why it's important to us to homeschool our kids, and they are completely supportive of that. So yeah, I think that answers the question. They've always been pretty supportive, even if they weren't always completely understanding of why we made the decision. So this video is already getting pretty long. So I'm going to save, I have just a few questions left. I'm actually going to end up doing a part 3 of the Q&A, simply because I don't want this video to be incredibly long. So that's going to be it for this round. Again, I am going to answer all of the questions that were asked. And so if you asked a question and you did not see your question answered, then stay tuned for the next video. And if you missed my most recent video, it will pop up on the screen for you guys right over here. And if you click on my face right here, you can subscribe before you go if you are not already subscribed. Until next time, you guys, take care and be well. Bye-bye.